recording himself. Awesome. That's the comedy. That's it. He's going to stand up there and just b-boy the whole time.
The comedy will be when he brings it home and watches it.
How you guys doing tonight? I hear that most. Thank you. I hear that most comedians like to come up and go, "How you guys doing tonight?" And everybody goes, "Yeah." Then they go, "How you guys doing tonight?" Yeah. Thank you.
But you're not gonna do that, right?
Was that it? For real?
No, that was really it. That's all I got.
Alright, next up.
Great job. You're doing good, yeah.
All right.
I'm loving it.
This is my first stand-up bit. First time ever standing up. So I got my jokes right here. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna be like, why did the old guy?
Why did he?
He was a white guy. White people, right? Okay, anyway, I hope you guys like comedy, and if I'm not funny, I hope you guys like spoken word. Last month, if you were here, my buddy CJ did some stand-up, and that's what really inspired me, was watching him. He made it look so easy. I was like, man, you know, CJ can do it. Literally anybody can. So that's why I'm here. Let's see. Okay. First off, though, I want to say, for the consideration of everyone else, please put your vibrators on cell phone mode at this time. If you don't mind. But I've really never done this before. I've done other stuff. Stand-up comedy doesn't really pay. Like, if you've watched anything any stand-up comedian's ever done, they always say it doesn't pay. I mean, I got a wife and a girlfriend to support. I can't be stand-up comedy for a living. You know, doesn't make any sense. On top of that, though, my boss, where I work at a pawn shop here in town. My boss is he's so cheap, man. My boss is so cheap.
How cheap is he?
My boss is so cheap. I asked him to borrow $5. He goes, $4? What do you need $3 for? My boss is such a tight ass. He was leaning up against the wall the other day. His ass sucked the brick out of the wall. How tight his ass is. You guys ever seen that? I like 5-hour energies. I switched from Red Bull to 5-hour energies. You ever seen the logo? It's like a mountain range and a dude like running up a mountain. Like that's the logo. Is this guy's running up a mountain? Like, I imagine in my head he's going, I just wanted to cram for a test. I don't know what I'm doing on this mountain. 5-hour energy. Fucking run up a mountain. I don't know how old most of you guys are. I grew up in the 80s. Just after I was out of watching stuff like this, Power Rangers came along. You know, I watched it anyway because it was funny, you know. Had a lot of explosions. That's hilarious. So, what I always thought was funny about Power Rangers was every episode is the exact same. You got your kids, they're going to school, they're doing their school thing. And the monsters up in space, they go, I can't stand it, this is bullshit, they're just going to school, I'm going to send a monster down there. They send the monster down, the Power Rangers transform into Power Rangers, they do their little kung fu bit, then they make the monster grow, then the Power Rangers go, well, we got big shit, we should just get into it and beat them up, yeah, that's what we do. They get into their dinosaurs and they turn into a big monster, you know, and they transform together. Why don't they ever send the monster down already big? Like episode after episode was the exact same. It was, go monster, it's not that bad. So they get big, they got big things too. Send the monster down big, and while they're doing their little stances, Power Rangers, unite! And this monster dude just stepped on him. This is what I thought. As you may have guessed by my shirt, I am a comic book fan.
No. Not you.
I do like comic books, and I also like old movies and old TV shows, and those two things come together in the old black and white Superman TV show. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it with George Reeves. The old TV show with George Reeves. I'm not talking about Dean Cain, Lois and Clark. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the old TV show. This is before Smallville, kids. The old TV show had George Reeves, and people would shoot at him with a gun. Like they always knew who he was. He'd show up to save the day, and the bad guys would go, "Oh, that's Superman! Shoot him!" Like they've heard of him, but they haven't heard of why he's Superman. So they shoot him, and he stands there like this, and you see like the bullets bounce off his chest, and they run out of bullets, and they would throw the gun at him. And what would George Reeves do? Watch it. Look it up on YouTube. He ducks the gun. That's the real threat. Bullets don't kill people. Guns kill people. That's the lesson there. Anyway, a lot of you probably have annoying neighbors. If you don't, you're probably the annoying neighbor. But I have an annoying neighbor, and I just get so mad at this guy with all his neighbory likeness. I just want to break into his house one day while he's at work and steal his TV remote. And then while he's like home watching TV, I'll stand outside his window and just before something happens, I'll change the channel. You know, like when he's watching CSI, Special Victims Crime Unit, Miami. You know, just before David Caruso puts on his sunglasses, it looks like what we have here is a new car! I wasn't watching that. That's exactly how mad that guy makes me. I want to do that to him.
Hardcore!
Yeah, right. All right, are there any guys in the audience? Are there any guys out there that can...
I'm one of them.
Any guys in the audience? Yeah. Right. You know how women are always telling you like, you're stupid and you don't listen, you know, and you're messy and you don't listen, you know.
Huh?
Aren't they cute when they say things? And especially when they're mad, their nose gets all scrunched up, and you're like, oh, he's so adorable. If you get stressed out about women problems, do like me. Just stop caring. Just don't care anymore. That way, they get mad, right? And they get to say what they're mad about, and you get to just sit there and kind of go, yeah. And the problem, you know, they keep living with you. They just want to say it. That's all. That's all that's really going on. Sorry.
You're in trouble now.
This next part's kind of hard to read on. I'm doing my glasses here. I wrote it in 3D, so.
Is that a better one?
It's
No, it's not on, so maybe that's better depending on what's on.
Trying to tell you something. Hang on. Brian, is it on?
Testes, 1, 2, 3.
Is about it, anybody?
Keep talking.
Well, okay.
Into the mic.
Into the mic. Okay, this next joke's in 3D, so if you don't have your 3D glasses, you won't get it. Has anybody seen those ChristianMingle.com ads? Have you seen, like on TV? There's this new dating service for Christians only. It's called Christian Mingle. I guess you can sign up if you're not a Christian, but you wouldn't find anybody. I don't know. But have you guys seen that? It's great. Their slogan is "Find God's match for you." So, assuming first off that God does exist, what's anybody been doing before ChristianMingle.com? Is God just sitting up there on his throne going, no, oh, God, oh. I wish someone would hurry up and invent the internet so that 20 years later ChristianMingle.com could come out and sort this out. This is bullshit. No, God, they're another bad couple. Maybe if everybody went to ChristianMingle.com, we would have somebody divorced in the living room. That's what somebody told me. Speaking of God and all that, remember there's only 131 more shopping days until the new rapture, so you guys... Preferably, hopefully you've already done your shopping for the last one, and then just... Speaking of regifting,
Yes.
who likes Carlos Mencia? Anybody out there a Carlos Mencia fan? That's what I like to hear. Carlos Mencia has been called a joke stealer, no original material, all that. And I'm here to tell you that it is all true. He steals jokes. He's a terrible comedian. I don't get why anybody likes him. So I'm here tonight to steal some of his jokes. To kind of make it right in a way. So I'm going to do a Carlos Mencia bit here real quick. Beaners and Taco Bell and Bickeners. That's all his original material. That's it. If you like that, you might be a big fan of Carlos Mencia. Here's some jokes that I heard that I am going to pass on because I'm not being paid to do this like Carlos Mencia, so I can steal other people's jokes and nobody cares. Nobody expects anything of me. Why do women wear perfume and makeup?
Why?
Because they smell bad. and they're ugly. Here's another one though. Things are really changing in my neighborhood. There's this Mexican restaurant that used to be a Mexican restaurant, now it's a church. Which really sucks for me because I like burritos more than I like Jesus. These burritos are delicious. And they're real. I wish I wrote that joke. You guys are great. Alright, so my mom's side of the family is from Ireland. That's where they're from. I guess there's no Irish people out here. You would have went, oh yeah! But no, I didn't hear that. My dad's side of the family is Blackfoot Indian. So I come from a long line of drinkers and smokers. So it's really no, there's no going home to my dad going, you're a disappointment. It's more like, job well done. You drank, you smoked today, it's what we do. Drinkers and smokers. Good job, son. But so for drinking, though, I have a drinking story. Let's see, when I started drinking way back in high school, and I was at a buddy's house. We're having a party. He had this big ravine next to his house. It was just this huge, ravine. And that's where people would go piss if you were drinking and you're outside. You just go, I'm going to go piss in this ravine. As though, like in your mind, you're going, only a ravine can hold the amount of piss in my body. So I'm out there, I'm totally wasted. I've got the drunk stance on, and I'm pissing. I'm just looking up into the sky. It's pitch black. I'm just looking up. And suddenly I notice out of my peripheral, stealing my jokes. Suddenly I notice out of my peripheral, 2 equal streams of piss. And the first thought in my head wasn't, oh, it's my vision. All right, let's see what's going on. It wasn't that. It was, my first thought in my head was, well, then which one am I holding? That's the only thing it could be. 2 piss streams means there's 2 dicks there. I mean, I'm holding one. I feel one. Which one is it? It's a true story. I didn't make that up today. I wrote it. I didn't make it up today. Anyway. Well, that's all I got. Hey, I want to thank you all for joining me on both the beginning and ending of my comedy career. Let's see what else. Oh, right, yeah. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can't because I got one of these. That's a tweet. So anyway, thank you. Thank you.
One more time. That was fucking awesome. One more time for Sloppy Rock. Cool. All right, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna pick a little more house music downstairs. Upstairs, Sink the Biz.